Well, next up on stage, we have Caleb Simpson from Bearded Brothers.
The pizza, the zesty, and this, and I'll put it all together.
Clicker.
Okay, hey everybody, I'm Caleb Simpson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Bearded Brothers, and I'm sure you know who we are already, but just in case you don't, we make delicious organic energy bars that are non-GMO, vegan, gluten, and soy-free, and they're also paleo-friendly. So we got started about 6 years ago, and we launched with this fun family-owned aspect of our branding, thus the name Bearded Brothers. And we launched with our original 4 flavors were Bodacious Blueberry Vanilla, Mega Maca Chocolate, Colossal Coconut Mango, and Fabulous Ginger Peach. And we later launched a nut-free option, Radical Raspberry Lemon, after we got numerous requests from our customers to launch a nut-free bar. So let's talk a little bit about how it all began. It all began with Chris and I's passion for the outdoors and my own personal health journey from a meat and potatoes guy to becoming a vegetarian overnight. And so naturally, I wanted more organic and natural foods to fuel my outdoor adventures. So I was really into running and rock climbing and stuff like that. So I started making my own energy bars because I wasn't satisfied with anything on the market. And I also found it extremely hard to find healthy foods when I was traveling. And additionally, I wanted better tasting things, thus the reason I started making my own bars. And so that led us to notice a problem in the market. There was just a severe lack. Let me back up. So your typical energy bar may contain a tremendous number of ingredients such as soy, gluten, and added sweeteners. There's also a severe lack of organic products on the market. Only approximately 25% of bars on the market are organic. And out of those, a lot of them have processed sweeteners such as brown rice syrup. And the third problem we noticed was taste. Most bars don't taste good at all, or they leave you with a bad aftertaste. Thus, Bearded Brothers came up with a solution, tasty USDA organic energy bars that are raw, vegan, gluten, soy-free, and also paleo-friendly as well. And they average 6 ingredients per bar, and we have a clean, clear ingredient label. I mean, there's nothing foreign in these. You know every ingredient in there, and chances are you've eaten them before. And we also have a very low allergen profile, especially with our nut-free bar, Radical Raspberry Lemon. And so over the past 6 years in business, we've managed to get our bars into over 800 points of distribution. We've earned the USDA organic seal and the non-GMO verification in 2014. And we've had growth into major retail and grocery chains, such as REI, Whole Foods, and Sprouts. And we launched those nut-free bars in January of 2014. And we have plans to launch additional bars, such as low-sugar, high-protein, plant-based bars. And we have an impressive 35% gross profit margin, which includes our promotions and free fills. So where to next? Our current goal is to raise $500,000 to help fuel the growth of the company. We want to grow into more natural grocery store chains and more outdoor chains such as REI, and we want to go present at Outdoor Retailer, which is basically the Expo West of the food industry. So we want to continue to grow into conventional channels as well as airports and convenience stores, because that's one of the things that frustrated us when we started this business. We couldn't find healthy things when we were traveling. And so we also have a baby step goal of becoming a $5 million company, and it's going to take approximately 5,000 locations to get us there. And this isn't accounting for growth within current retail establishments. And so we believe that goal can be achieved by bringing on a full-time sales rep. So a little bit about the vision. Aside from the growth plan and where we want to go, we want to make healthy snacking normal and affordable. We want to be a market influencer to make healthy options more readily available. Because one of our biggest frustrations is you just couldn't find healthy stuff when you're traveling at convenience stores. So we want to change that. So we also want to be advocates for organic farming and educate people about healthy eating, so the organic food industry continues to grow and the price of those products continue to come down, and it makes it more affordable for more people. We also want to be a major voice in the industry through media and resources. And we also want to continue giving back to organizations like Bone Shaker, which is a local nonprofit in Austin that's dedicated to teaching kids about healthy eating and organic farming and just being active. So thank you for your time.
Impressive, ending early on time. Judges, what did you think of Bearded Brothers?
Thanks, Caleb. Good job. I know your product. I've seen it before and had it before. I do recognize that you've updated the packaging.
Yes.
What did you hear from your consumers that made you make the change to the new packaging today?
So one of the biggest things, it was more to something we noticed. For one, we changed the size from a 2-ounce to a 1.5-ounce bar. And so during that process, we did a packaging change because customers are always saying, your price point's too high. So we were used to be about $3.49, now we're down to $2.79. And at the same time, we were noticing our bars were just a big swatch of craft on the shelf. So we did some redesigning, and now there's heavy emphasis on the flavor, because that's another thing we noticed too. People cared less about maca and things like that. They were more looking for flavors.
Thank you, and nice beard.
Yeah, thank you.
So I've had the dubious distinction of trying just about every bar on the planet, and yours is very delicious. So congratulations on a great product. Tell me a little bit more about the brand. Why Bearded Brothers? What is that? What ultimately should it stand for to the consumer?
So when we first started this company, our company name was actually Adventure Naturals, but nobody could ever remember that. Our friends and family, they would ask us, so how's that company you're working on going? What was it called? So that kind of caused us to take a step back and rethink our name. And in the interesting story, our wives both came up with a name at 2 different times. So we're like, well, hey, that must be it. And we thought, hey, that's also going to cater to the family-owned aspect of the brand. When you see Bearded Brothers, and one of the first questions people always ask is, are you guys really brothers? And Chris is my brother-in-law, so there is relation. So we chose that because it highlights the family-owned aspect of the brand.
I agree. The product is delicious,
Thank you.
which is the first thing that I always say is number
Chewy
one.
too?
Everything else can be fixed, but if the product inside is not good, then everything else is basically a lie. So you've got the right formula, so you've got a great tasting product. I understand that the wives came up with the name after the first weird name. Maybe the second name is a little weird too, but maybe a little romance on the back to, look out for your Bearded Brothers or something that can tie it all together. Because at first, when they first dropped this down, the first thing I saw was Bearded Brothers, and hair and food don't really, match up. But other than that, great job.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're very committed to your brand because you can't shave.
No, you
Nope.
can't.
Beard insurance. I got to keep it.
Exactly. I'm curious about the formula, the recipe. So I'm assuming you're using the same base recipe across all the different versions for the most part, yes?
Fruit and nuts are basically the same base throughout the recipes, except for the nut-free. We use figs, dates, and hemp seeds as the base on that one.
Very good.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.